Hello and welcome back, I'm Count Christo and this is the Combined Syndicates of America campaign. We are just recovering after our civil war. The Federalists have won out in the new the new constitutional meeting that we had, and we're going to go straight for separation of powers, I think. Well, 10% more popularity, that might get us to very high, which would be extremely good. So let's do that first. We really need to get this up to try and get out of this low stability, preferably start rising it up even higher. Let's do some light cruiser tech, because light cruisers are great. Yeah, if Canada declared war right now, it would be trouble. We might have to fall back to the Mississippi, which, you know, I still haven't figured out which one of these is the Mississippi. I'm fairly confident on this bit, but alright, we're training a bit. I think that's probably worth it because they're all mostly infantry equipment at the moment. Okay, next thing to research is January of 38, so the computing machine needs doing. They've got a lot of guys just here on their fort wall, haven't they? It's a bit concerning. We could hold here for a little while, but against that kind of push, we'd lose for sure. Should I be building only military factories, or should I build some infrastructure around here? I should build some infrastructure, shouldn't I? Yeah. Let's throw down some infrastructure here to happen after the repairs, and here. Anywhere else I should be building it? Down here? Yeah, but let's focus on here for now. Need to get those military factories pretty quick. I quite like our flag. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Democratic socialism. Cool. It's going to make us more popular. Is 85% enough for very high? I hope it is. Really suffering because of that recovering from the Civil War thing. It's a pain. We've got any intel ministers that could be good. He could be good, as could he. Probably go for the one with more decryption and a bit of political power gain. These don't go down to very low stability. Can it go down for very low stability, or do we need to be below I think it's below anything below 150. No, under 250. Okay, good. So we're not going to go to very low. The National Protection Alliance declared war on McLeek. What the heck are they? Ah. Interesting. They don't have a national focus trees. How the hell did that happen? Oh, and Reorganized China exists. They've changed their name, but not their party popularity. Maybe they've gone up to puppet rather than integrated puppet. What are you up to, Qing? Oh, there they go. Qing has declared war on the Shanqing dudes. Right, let's search. Oh yeah, infantry equipment for sure. Jack Reed's illness. The head of the Central Committee, Jack Reed, is ill. That's not good. Is he actually in our government? No. He's just... that's really annoying. Currently unknown, but wasting effects are shortening his life. That is a shame. Right, there's Logistics Company. We've invented all the companies we want. Let's press on with the doctrines. Seems sensible. If we had to fight them, I guess I could fall back to these mountains. But I really want to rush them down, because this is... Have we got cores on this place? No, we just have claims. A new flag. Stars and Stripes. That's the... I don't know which flags these are. But we're keeping the current one. I like the current one. I think it looks good. Yeah. So we're not being run by a person, we're being run by a committee at the moment. Seems interesting. Okay, these guys are all getting trained up. That's excellent. Got a surplus. No longer getting a benefit to our resource production. So we should start training some of these good divisions, I guess. As many as we can, since everything's reinforced up now. Offer a bit of artillery, right? Yeah, just 100 pieces of artillery. Yeah, big deficits now. Let's, oh yes, I should also add in, we don't even have room for all of these things. I guess we don't put field hospitals in. That's painful, though. I want to see if initiative, how much initiative affects the chance of reinforcing into battles, though. There's democratic socialism, very nice. Let's keep working on our government system for now. Okay. So yeah, these guys just need lots of artillery. Artillery deficit's going to last 200 days, whereas this is going to last 160. So that's good, actually. I've balanced these two production lines quite well, then. Though I say so myself. The Ottoman Empire has prevailed against the Armenians. Unsurprisingly, since there was no accompanying Persian, Arabian, Egyptian, Armenian? No, what are these ones called again? Kurds. There was no Kurdish uprising and things. War continues. Oh god, that is the ultimate deadlock war. One tile attacking from two directions from this side and only one direction from this side across a major river. Gosh, that war is it's never gonna freaking end. Is it the Romanian war? Do they get merged in? Yeah. Yeah, that war is destined to continue forever, I think. We could send volunteers and see if we can turn the tide, but we need our guys at home for now. Good thing we got lots of manpower. Only at volunteer only, which is quite nice. Do we get a buffed manpower from any of these? No. Do like that American Red Army modifier. That is very nice. There's improved infantry equipment. Let's go straight on to the other one. There's the Kurdish uprising. Oh, and Armenia... Oh, there is a puppet. Okay. So, if nothing else happens, he'll be able to crush the Kurdish uprising. The only threat the Kurdish uprising presents is if it happens in unison with a bunch of other stuff. These guys are looking pretty good. We do need to invent mountaineers so I can make them all mountaineers. The logic behind mountaineers is that they have a higher organization, higher recovery rate, and higher soft attack once you get all the tech for them. Britannia, if they declare independence now, that could present an issue. Not much of one, though. Oh, they're already independent. I guess he just let them go. See, they're not a puppet anymore. Huh. They have a non-aggression pact with each other, so it's an amicable split. Cool. Why hasn't Egypt and Arabia gone after them yet? This is your time, boys. Strike now while he's distracted. Don't know what they're up to. Okay. I don't think we need to worry about you. What focuses have you got? Ban strikes? You're communists. Okay, so what have they got in terms of attacking us? They've gone for embracing totalism. Which doesn't look like it gives them any war goals on us. Wow, they went the wrong way. They should have gone to New Mexico. It has way more stuff in it. Could be less interesting, though. Intervention in Central America. Join the International. So they can get Reconquista. I guess they haven't done this yet. But the United States has to be at war with someone. So they can't do these two because we managed to win the war. Well, actually, I guess they did do it while we were at war. But we managed to get in there just in time and prevent them from actually conquistering. No idea if you can use that as a verb. Okay, everyone's trained up. Beautiful. Some of these guys might still be lacking a little bit of artillery, which might cause them to lose some one piece. Nice, we're catching up very nicely here. Once you get the American industry kicking into gear, you have a lot less civilian factories in Kaiserreich than you do in base as America, though. It's worth noting. So we're not as snowball. Our snowball potential is significantly lower than in the base game. I think we're going to focus on pretty much just making military factories for now, because we have so many less than we do military. Come on. 97.9. Surely we could get some high party popularity out of that. Surely after this 10%. I mean, if that takes us to freaking 89.9%, surely that's very high party popularity. Come on, low stability. That's change. These guys are all syndicalists. Oh no, he's a totalist. Ah, darn. I should have checked. There goes Kurdistan, entirely unsurprisingly. I mean, he has a very low opinion of him. Oh, they just declared independence again! But they have a non-aggression pact. What? They were just beaten. That seems odd. This guy's almost trained some of them. Very nice indeed. Still got that deficit. Is anyone wanting to lend-lease me? No, I'm not at war. Oh yes, there they go. Britain's joined the International. Interesting. Ooh, and they got the Rumani. No idea if that's how you say that. I hope it is. Next, military tech. Romandy? Romandy, or something like that. So the Second Weltkrieg is probably on the rise. I wonder if Austria will join at all. If they do, then the Internationale tends to have trouble unless Russia joins. But Russia at the moment seems to be very much on side with Germany. Russia could join on Germany's side, actually. That could be very interesting. Oh, yeah, right. Let's invent mounted infantry. I could really do with more research slots. I get them down here, I think. Yeah. Do either new civil service. Oh, you can do either of these. Okay, so you can do new civil service, more political power cost, research time down 5%. Hey, average stability. Or this one, which gives ideologically drift defense and research time. Well, that's much better. Education reform is the same. Artisanic unions. National unity and political power. Or the same thing. And you can found the CIA, which is more political power and more decryption. Or this one, which is effective partisans down. Not very good. But that research time, they both have the research time. It's very similar. I guess the only difference is this one. Right? Oh no, because this one gives daily political power and this one doesn't. But then this one gives daily political power and this one doesn't. They seem extraordinarily similar. We'll go down this one because that icon looks really cool. That is the long and the short of my decision making on that one. I'm going to deploy these guys in North Dakota, and I think we're going to train them. We haven't got a lot of equipment lying around at the moment, but I think training is is often worth it if you're not in a desperate situation. And while our situation isn't fantastic, I wouldn't say it was desperate. Canadian Commonwealth declared war on Denmark. Ooh, go on, take... Ooh, there we go. Done that. Time for the Workers' Commonwealth. No idea what this does. Are they all going to leave our border now, because they're going to go to war with Denmark? They are. I don't think we can strike anyway, though. They're at war with Denmark. Often Denmark just folds. That is an interesting turn of events. Free military factories. Can't have that. Sorry, free civilian factories. Yay! Very high party popularity. Nice. So now we're getting 0.65, which is not bad. South Rhodesia declared war on the Republic of South Africa. South Rhodesia... Good lord, that is that a three-way war? South Africa, it is! Interesting. So you've got the South African Federation, South Rhodesia. Are they allies with South Rhodesia? Yes, they're not in a faction together, but they like each other. Oh no, it's a puppet. Okay. Interesting. So the Conservatives are rallying against the paternal autocrats. Cool. I don't particularly have a horse in that race, but I guess we're in favour of the Conservatives, since the paternal autocrats are our polar opposite. Keep more of these guys coming. Modify the government. I could go to good stability. Get that 5% more output. You get that intel advisor for more political power. And more decryption. I'm about to invent some more infantry equipment, aren't I? Yeah, so I'd like to get a infantry equipment manufacturer. Make it cheap or make it good? I think make it cheap. Because we're going to want to field this huge amount of manpower that we have. So. New England still seems to have no men, 4 to 6. Do you have your own freaking focus tree? Wow, this mod. That's so cool. Establish the Underground Railroad. I guess that's out of me into them. New England Dominion. Okay. What next? I don't think we're doing tanks this game. It's a bit superfluous, really. Could do some... oh, no, yeah, encryption. Encryption and decryption are pretty much always good picks. Sounds good to me. Okay, you guys can get into the training army. If I'm going to have one training army, I'm experimenting with different methods of training, trying to see which one has the least micro. Let's try one training army this time. I often have lots of training armies, but it's not very clear. South Rhodesia got annexed, but the war in the south rages on. This is very mountainous down in the south, so it's hard to push into. How close is it? 7 versus 7 to 11. South should have it, especially since this push looks fairly doable. Rivers here and here, but here in the centre you could get a nice sort of movement going up there. Then if you could cut them off, that would be devastating. 3 military factories. More artillery. More artillery, and then more of this, and then a bit more of that. Just a touch more of that. It's good. Oh yeah, so we need to produce some fighters as a top priority. Canada is going to have a lot of planes. There's light cruiser 2s. Marvellous. This can be reduced down substantially. Let's start pounding out some light cruisers, and let's actually modify the light cruiser. Get the reliability up, and then add gun and engine. We need them to close quickly. There we go. Problem with light cruisers is they have short range, so you need them to close. Polish state declared war on the Austrian Empire. That seems a disastrously bad idea. They have a war call on Lithuania. Oh, that's not a good idea. Don't do that. So Austria's getting Poland. That is nice for them. If I was Germany, I'd be a bit concerned. Austria could fortify this border and then push Danzig, hold this river, and have all this area to just gobble up while it's cut off from the German Goliath. Democracy in Prussia. Oh, of course, they have a new focus tree that I've yet to see. See in Prussia. Cool. You can do Parliament. Oh, and they can start having elections. Cool. Insufficient resources. Time to start importing some rubber. We're not going to be enemies with Germany, so I might as well import from one of their puppets. That seems fine. There's prepared defense. Give me the research slot. Thank you. Let's just keep going down there, I think. The Workers' Federation. The United States has been reforged into a federal republic. The office of President and Vice President have been replaced by a General Secretary and a Deputy Secretary that are elected by the people as a whole and not an electoral college. Power is shared between the local states and the federal government. The Senate's been abolished, while the House of Representatives has been strengthened, making Congress an unicameral? I think that means single house. The ideals of democratic socialism have been implemented in all aspects of government from the top to bottom. The government is truly for the people, by the people, and of the people. Solidarity forever. So, that seems good. Next focus. This one. Red Constitution. You now get national idea, depending on which path you took, gets event electing a general secretary, and you get political power up, research time down, and drift defense up. Seems great. And in just a few days here, we're going to be able to modify our government again, I guess, with a industrial company to increase, military construction speed. Should have got that earlier, really. Should have got that before the infantry one, for sure. Awesome. Right, how is the training coming? Hey, there we go. A bunch of them are trained. Them on this border. Actually, these are the best ones, aren't they? So let's put them on Detroit. I think just holding in the north while we push this area would be really good. Because we're coming from two directions here, they're going to have trouble. Especially since they appear to have sent all their men to Denmark. Modify the government. I will have US Steel. Seems like a very generic name for a company, but oh well. Is that too many? Just a touch too many. We're going to certainly try and do a war movement over here. So let's send you there, and all you guys actually can come over here. You guys are just basic infantry, aren't you? Yeah. They're perfectly good, the basic infantry. Well, they're not good, but they're perfectly serviceable, the basic infantry. So for holding, they should be fine. But for pushing, I'd rather have my elite mountain infantry. Seems good. Okay. So they're building up their army there. How many have they got now? Pretty good ones. It seems they've yet to do... No, they have done them. They've done bullets, not men. Cool. They've yet to do this. Which is good, because those are pretty good. Wow, yeah. More entrenchment speed or 15% attack. That's really good. Interesting. Interesting. Encryption is done. I'm going to save up that slot and then pump it into 39. I always end up taking the research in about November, the previous one, if I can get away with it. Okay, so there goes Austria. They still have the old focus tree, don't they? Yes. I believe there is a new Austrian focus tree coming very soon. Lots of new guys of those getting deployed. Some fighters coming out. Let's really double down on fighters. Let's produce a lot of them. Brathian Commune took 2 states. Ah, there they go. Gobbling up. Good to see the our fellow socialists prevailing down there. Cool. Yeah, waiting on those. Grand Assault. I mean, these ones down here are quite good, but it's annoying you have to go through this one, which is largely useless for me. Although, I really don't understand tactics. I imagine Blitz is a good tactic, but I honestly really don't know. Oh yes, that's the other thing we should do if we're going to go to war with Canada. We should really set up some port defences. We're just fighting the AI, so I'm going to set up some fairly simplistic... No, hold. Some fairly simplistic port defences, not kind of, you know, troops either side of the ports and that kind of thing. Oh, Poland has a new king, cool. I thought the Polish military seized control. Maybe I should have read that so I knew what was going on. Ah, well. I'm sure we'll survive. Oh, I was about to garrison the ports over here. Not entirely necessary, that. Alright, you guys. The Red Constitution. Electing a General Secretary. So, we can have Elizabeth Gurney Flynn. 25% popularity for the Syndicalists. These are all for the Syndicalists. No, they're not all for the Syndicalists. Okay. Well, clearly it's one of these two. Does it matter? It doesn't seem to matter. Let's take this one then. Cool. Elizabeth Gurney Flynn. We're now 100% popular. So, choose a head of government. Currently we have this guy, who's pretty good, but he's a totalist. More consumer good factories? No. More consumer good factories? No. More consumer good factories? No. Alright, well, it's this guy then. Cool. Eugene Dennis. More political power. Excellent, that's a political power swing in our favour. Wow, 1.95 a day. Oh, we haven't got a focus there, I was going to say. Okay, so we finished the constitutional tree. That's awesome. I think it's probably time for some reconstruction. Maybe I should do this first. Get those... Do these two next? No, then I have to do all these. No, I think it's reconstruction, syndicalist civil service, education reform. Those three, and then it's time to go to war. That's what I think. Lucky me, I'm in charge, so what I think goes. Right, now, what I was doing was garrisoning these ports. Ideally, I'd want to have a specific port garrison division. I probably wouldn't bother training it, and so on and so on. But it's really not. Against the AI, I think it's pretty unnecessary. Although the AI's naval invasion AI does seem to be better in this mod. I'm not sure if that's actually true, or if it's just how it seems, but that is certainly what I've experienced. In my Germany campaign, Britain navally invaded me far more effectively than I've seen the AI do recently. There's decryption, nice. Personally, I go back and forth on this, but if I have to pick a industrial research to do first, I always pick this one, because the flat output is better than the production efficiency cap, and you also get all the other stuff. So, I'd usually prioritize the industry focus, and then this one, and then construction. If you're desperately building forts or something, obviously, you want a favour. In favour of construction more at that point. Wait till tomorrow. Ooh, something's happening today. Autosave, I think. There we go. There and there. Lovely jubbly. Short on stuff again. Bit more rubber for our planes, if you please. We've got very low chromium. Interesting. More infrastructure time, I think. Michigan and Indiana. Ooh, and here. All look like they have loads of slots free, so very good idea to throw some infrastructure in there. Anywhere else? Missouri. Looks like they have quite a few, but let's do these first. No, one more. Missouri. Okay, but the reconstruction, the second reconstruction, followed by the establishment of the new civil service, will take place in the next episode. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.